What's up, everyone? It's your DJ Brian Jew on the drive, and you're listening to TBS 101.3 EFM, and the cold is back. It's freezing. Last night I was throwing out trash, and it was a dumb idea to throw trash out at 11:30 in the morning, especially food trash, because you got to dump all that out. And it was freezing. I didn't realize how cold it would be. You know what? It's scary how the winter is not going away. I'm afraid that when March comes around, it's still going to be this cold. So if you guys are going outdoors today, please dress warmly. I do not want you guys to get sick like me. Yes, I got the sniffles. We all do. But be careful. Also, I got some news for you. If you're familiar with Groundhog Day, that's what this Saturday is going to be. This Saturday is Groundhog Day. So if you believe in the groundhog myth that a lot of us grew up believing in, I even believed in it too for a while in school. We just have to hope and pray and keep our fingers crossed that he doesn't see his shadow. Because if he does, that means we're going to have a late winter. Yes, which means the winter is going to end. Actually, the winter is going to end early. I got it backwards. My information is all wrong. Anyways, I'd rather winter end early, so I hope he doesn't see his shadow. Anyways, or see shadow. I'm all confused. It's too cold. I'm frozen. My brain's frozen. Anyways, you know what day it is after Groundhog Day? Yes, for all y'all football fans out there, it is Super Bowl Sunday. The Super Bowl is right around the corner, and I know all you football fans out there are pretty excited, especially all you San Francisco 49er fans and Baltimore Raven fans. Yes, we know you guys are pumped for this weekend. Anyways, we're going to start off today's show with a song from 1984's movie Footloose original soundtrack, and it's Denise Williams, and it's called Let's Hear It for the Boy from BJ Japan. They requested this song. Check it out, y'all. Welcome back to the Driving on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, of course, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. I'm a go-to guy for the hour, Brian Jew, and I'll first remind you how you can get in touch with us here at TBS EFM. You can simply call the studio at 02-778-1013 or send us a text at sharp 1013, but you will be charged 51 to your smartphones. Or simply send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com. or simply tweet us away at EFM Drive-In. And remember, all your requests must be from a TV show or from a film. And, you can simply give us a shout out. That's very important, too, because that really brings us up here at the Drive-In, especially with this cold weather, this funky weather. But before I go into the scene of the day, I want to read some Twitter comments right now. And Serena Chong wrote, "Let's hear it from the boy. Woohoo! Great song to start the week. Let's dance. Ha. Brian G Music, if I'm driving." Well, thank you very much, Serena, for tuning in from Singapore, as always. BFF J Walker's Asiatic wrote, "My dad is all sad about the Super Bowl. His favorite team, Falcons, lost last week. He's still going to watch, though." Well, you know what that happens. You win some, you lose some. You got to, that's part of life. So tell your dad to, be strong and watch the Super Bowl. Just enjoy the two teams that are at the Super Bowl this year. Alrighty? And cheer on the 49ers. Just joking. I'm not going to have a favorite team. That's wrong. Not on air. Anyways, we got one from May Ann. She said, my favorite song, Brian. Nice morning, B. It's hella hot in California. Now it sucks. Give us some cold in here. I'm pretty sure you don't want the cold in California that we have in Korea. It's like, what's called? Yesterday I had to film outdoors all day. It's like a knife to your cheeks. That's how cold it gets. Yes, it feels like someone's biting or nipping at your face. It just burns. It's like a burning sensation that you do not want. So, man, you're lucky that you're in the warmth. I'd rather switch places with you right now for like a month or two. Anyways, thank you guys for all your Twitter comments. You know what time it is? It's time for the scene of the day. All right, before the last song, we mentioned that the Super Bowl is only a week away. In fact, it will probably be happening while we're on air next Monday. Yes, so I won't be able to watch it myself. Oh, well, because the Super Bowl is the most anticipated sport event of all America. Not the rest of the world, I'm pretty sure, but at least in the U.S. And our theme for this week, it will be all football films. What? Anyways, we played one football film for you guys, and it was Any Given Sunday. It was a few weeks back, I believe, or a few months back. But this week, we'll introduce 5 new football films. And there's so many good ones out there that we don't know which one we're going to choose. But today, we chose one for y'all, so be ready for it. And today's football film is Varsity Blues, which was released in 1999, starring none other than James Van Der Beek. And this is when he was at the height of his popularity from his TV show, Dawson's Creek. You know the show. All the girls know the show. Yes, he was a teeny bopper, heartthrob. Everybody was loving Mr. James Vanderbeek. But in this film, he plays the high school backup quarterback, Johnny Moxon. This all takes place in a small town in Texas, which of course means that everyone in town cares about high school football. And in fact, it's so important that they play in a packed stadium every week. That's how popular it is. And that's what this film is all about. It's about how crazy people can get about high school football down there. And Johnny's dad is super obsessed with football and wishes his son was a starting quarterback. But he's satisfied that his son is still on the team. And the coach of the football team is also very successful and has won championship after championship. But it appears that he only cares about his own legacy. He doesn't care about the players. His philosophy is to win at any cost. And this leads to his starting quarterback getting permanently injured, as he ignored the player's injury and gave him painkiller shots when he should be at home just chilling. He made him play still with the painkiller shots. With the starting quarterback out, then Moxon gets in. He gets his chance to be the team's leader and captain. But later, during halftime, a very crucial game, the coach wants to give a shot to another player who's injured. Can you believe that? This coach is cray-cray to get him out on the field immediately. Anyways, let's find out what Johnny Moxon does in this scene. Yeah, get rowdy, boys. Stand up for your team. Yes, and Johnny Moxon stands up to the coach, and he says he won't play for him anymore. And the rest of the players agree with him, and the health of the player is way more important than winning this one game. And that's what I think the lesson of this movie is. Success is great, but the true measure of a person is not by his or her success, but how he got there. Did he ruthlessly use other people and step on them to get his way, of course, to get up there on the ladder, whatever? Or did he get to where he was by bringing others with him? That's what's important. Just remember, everyone, even if you have a teacher or a boss that may really hate you, when you get in that position, remember how you felt. Yes, let your emotions just come out. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, that was a great movie. For me, it was, watching it back in 1999. And we're going to listen to a song from the film. And this is AC/DC with Thunderstruck. Once again, that was AC/DC with Thunderstruck from the Varsity Blues soundtrack. And coming up on today's show, it is Monday, so Mike Jones will be joining me in the studio. And last week he was here for Action Monday, so that means he'll be here for Reaction Monday today. So hopefully he didn't bring his smoocho meter. I said reader. Smoocho meter. But I'm used to it now. If he wants to kiss you guys on radio, he's more than welcome to. As long as he doesn't look me in the eyes with his little glistening little sparkle. Mike got that little natural sparkle. That's his Canadian charm. But he will be here, so stick around because that's going to be right after an intermission. But right now, I want to give you guys some news about the Sundance Film Festival. The 2013 Sundance Film Festival took place from January 17th to 2013 until January 27th, 2013 in Park City, Utah. About 4,000 feature films were submitted and 119 were selected. The festival includes films from 51 first-time filmmakers representing 32 different countries. For the first time in the festival's history, half of the films featured were made by women and half were made by men. Wow. That's cray-cray. That's awesome. And one Korean film won the World Cinema Grand Jury Prize for dramatic, and that was Jisul. Yes, and this is the first Korean movie to win a prize at the festival. Wow, that is amazing. Congrats to Jisul for winning the Cinema Grand Jury Prize. That's huge right there. And to give you a little backup on the plot, it's based on the true story of a Jeju village where the residents escaped into a cave during the Jeju uprising in 1948. So this is like a true story thing. So if you guys are like me and you want to know about history and movies, definitely go see this movie when you get a chance to. And you got a crazy cast. You got Sung Min-chul, you got Yang Jung-won, Oh Young-sun, Moon Suk-bum, Jang Kyung-sub, and Oh Sung-wook. You guys should definitely see this movie. It's worth watching. If it won awards, obviously it's worth watching. Anyways, we got another song for you guys right now. The request actually comes from none other than our favorite listener, Ong Ni. Yeah, she listens every day, requests every day, gives us shout-outs every day. So, Ong Ni, this is love to you for requesting this lovely song. And it's from one of the greatest musicals of all time, Rent. And I know on the script our writer wrote, it's because I was in it. It's not only because I was in it. It's because I saw it 3 million times and it was that good. Yes, and I recommend that you guys go see Rent. It is one of the bombest musicals out there. And the song we're going to play for you guys is called Seasons of Love. So to all you people who requested this song, I know a lot of people request a song. It's a great song. You know that Valentine's is only like a little over 2 weeks away. So think about what you're going to do. And my question to you guys are, what are you going to do on your Season of Love? Anyways, check it out. This is Seasons of Love from the Brent soundtrack. Welcome back to the Drive-In, and it's time for Reaction Monday with Mike JJ.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Yes. What you talk about?
Dude, I like your swooty.
Yes, I have a swooty on right now.
A swooty.
And what it is a sweater/hoodie.
Yes, I'm wearing a similar sort of sweater, but yours,
no hoodie on
But
yours.
it's just a sweater.
Aw.
I want a swooty.
I've had this for about 2 years.
I actually
It's
asked
one of my
Brian
favorite
for
ones.
it, and he said that he wasn't going to give it to me because it wasn't my birthday. But then I surprised him because my birthday is on January 30th.
Yes, his
so
birthday
I'm hoping
is
that he's going to give it to me.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll think of something nice.
Okay.
I
No,
don't
man,
wanna
you
give-
don't have to get me anything. I'm just
The
joking.
thing is, I don't want to give you like a used product. Or, I've had this for 2 years.
yeah, I don't want to use product either. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this is
Could you imagine
this
if
is my old lifesaver. I sucked on it for 20 seconds. Here you go.
Here you go. There's still a lot left. There's a lot of flavor. Here, it's cherry.
Not yummy, thanks though.
Yes. Or I'll give you a bottle of shampoo that I only used once.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's awesome. Make sure it's got some like water stains on it and stuff.
Or instead of giving
Just
you
rub
like
that stuff
a
off.
coffee cafe gift certificate, I'll give you my Americano that I sipped on once.
That's awesome. You know, my mom, she owned her own hair salon for a long time, and she had this one woman that would come in all the time. Just loved my mom. This old woman. She's a bit, you know, mental problems, and she would come in and she would bring like half-eaten boxes of Chinese food.
And give it to your mom.
And to give it to my mom, and she'd be like, I was thinking of you, and I really wanted you to have this. And of course, my mom's just such a nice person. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, later on, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't
How can
believe
I
that
eat
she
this? Yeah.
actually gave us.
Well, this is thought that counts in that kind of
It
way.
is the thought
Yeah.
that counts, but please don't think that much.
Well, I want to thank that kind older woman for doing that for your mother. Thank you for
Just
tuning in.
Pass it out
You
there
happen
in,
to be
in the
tuning in.
ether.
Yes, thank you for doing that. But right now, it is time for Reaction Monday.
Reaction Monday. So what we're doing here, of course, is trying to find movies that have a big reaction, some sort of reaction I have a reaction to.
Okay.
And today's movie, well, let me just start off by it's a bit of a horror,
Which I love.
scary.
That's my number one genre that I love.
Really?
In films, yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Horror
I
is my
figured,
number one.
What is
I
your
have
favorite
more,
horror movie?
Thriller, horror, movie, DVDs in my house than any other genre.
No kidding. What is your favorite, Brian?
Actually, to be honest, right now if you watch it, it's going to be cheesy because it's 2013. But when I first saw this movie, it was scary because I thought the killer was amazing in the film. I just liked the mask, and it was Halloween.
Ooh, the original.
The original with Jamie Lee
Wow,
Curtis.
fantastic.
I think that was filmed back in 1980, 81.
I think it might
That's
even be
yeah.
older, actually. Yeah.
Oh, it takes place, the story starts in 1979.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think the film came out in 1980 or 81.
One of my actually I'm a big fan of older horror movies. So I'm full on board with the Halloween, anything in the 80s, anything in the 70s.
Yep.
One of my favorite movies of all time, if you want to get really scared, it's called Rosemary's Baby.
I heard of that, but I didn't see it.
Oh man, is it
But
scary.
how up to par is it with today's, CG graphics and all that stuff?
Well, here's
Because-
the thing, like movies today, they basically show the viewer or the audience everything. So if something's supposed to be scary, they'll just show it to you. So they try to shock you with fear. Whereas
With
movies
blood
in the
and
old
gore,
days,
yeah.
a lot of it was they wouldn't show you things. So you basically, as an audience member, you do all the mental work. You fill in the blank picture, right? And so like with Rosemary's Baby, there's a lot of like, we'll just call it psychological.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to say psychological terror,
So it's like
but it's
a lot of Alfred Hitchcock movies?
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I definitely won't spoil that movie because I really, if you like scary movies, Roman Polanski, it was one of his
Okay,
famous,
Roman Polanski.
one of his first famous movies. It's really good. Highly recommend it. But today's movie is not by Roman Polanski, and
But it is a scary movie,
It is
obviously.
a scary movie, but it's
Yeah.
a little bit family oriented. I don't want to.
How is a scary movie
I know this is
family-oriented?
the thing. It's kind of
That's
funky.
funny.
It's called The Frighteners.
Oh, actually, I've heard this movie.
This-
I've heard of it, but
okay.
never saw it.
This is a movie.
Yeah.
It was made by Peter Jackson. Of
Okay.
course, Peter Jackson's really
Wait.
famous.
Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson?
Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson. The Hobbit, Peter Jackson. King Kong, Peter Jackson.
You know what he should do?
What's that?
He should make his horror movie version of The Hobbit.
He should totally I'm not going to rip on The Hobbit because it's kind of out right now, but
Yeah.
it wasn't one of my favorite.
It's not a great movie, but it was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah. It's, anyhow, this one is totally different. This came out 4 years before the first Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
It's a story about a guy named Frank Bannister. Now,
All right.
Now, just to read this off quickly, Frank is a man with the ability to communicate with ghosts. Now, for years, he's been using his talents to take advantage of people by employing the aid of some ghostly friends that he has. Ooh. This is where kind of the family part comes in. The ghosts that you see in this, they're kind of friendly, kind of Casper the Ghost sort of things. Frank gets together with his ghostly friends and they stage house hauntings. So
That's messed up.
Right, he'll get his ghosts to go in and they'll haunt a house, and then they call Frank Bannister because he's like the psychic detective.
Okay.
They call him up and say, "Will you come and remove this ghost from our house?" And so Frank comes in and he charges him a lot of money. And
That's wrong.
It is wrong, but things get dark and scary when an evil ghost moves into town and starts murdering people.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's where things change up in here.
Right, so Frank, his ghostly friends, a lovely young doctor, are forced to work together in a battle for their souls against an evil ghoul.
So Frank Bannister's character is kind of like Whoopi Goldberg's character in Ghost.
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Yes, kind of a quack.
My mouth's frozen.
Con
today.
man. My mouth's frozen
It's
too.
cold.
Yeah, it's dry. Anyway, it's a
Very
really good show, and I chose this specifically. I watched this. This came out in 1996. This movie came out. It's a bit old. I chose this because there are so many movies out there that people just don't see because they're not in the mainstream, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're really good, but they just get past. People just miss them. And I really think that if people are looking for a good story, a good kind of scary movie, kind of comedy, kind of, I don't want to say it's for family because there are some parts that are a little bit gross in it and stuff. They want a good movie that's just not too scary.
But you're saying it's family oriented because kids should watch it with others.
They should
they're gonna watch it. Yeah.
Right. They should. It's family in the sense that there is some comedy, there is some lightheartedness about death and about whatnot that, I think it's good for kids to watch, but they need to be, no one under 10 years old needs to be watching this because there's some gore in it. Like it is freaky.
Then what would you say this is? Is this more thriller, horror?
I would say,
suspense.
What do you say? Horror comedy?
That's good comedy in it too?
Yeah. It's a horror comedy. I don't know if I want to. Horror comedy?
Comedy or Commodore.
Hormedy? Hormedy. It's a hormedy.
Hormedy.
Yeah, I'm making that up.
That word sounds really dirty
weird.
for some reason. Anyways, we got a song from the soundtrack now.
Yep.
And I never heard the song, but you listeners out there and me will listen to it for the first time. For those who didn't see
Right on.
The Frighteners, this is Donovan with Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Check it out, y'all. Wow.
Isn't that a spooky song?
Yeah, I could just totally see like a killer or a murderer just like, killing his victims with the song in the background, like with a knife.
Yep. That song actually played in, there's a movie called Zodiac.
Great movie, by the way. I liked it.
Jake Gyllenhaal, is that how you
Jake
pronounce
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal, yes.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal plays it. Anyway, great movie. It's about based on a true story about the Zodiac killer that haunted the
and the same song was in
California.
the film.
And this song was in that film, and I remember watching that scene with this song, and I'm like, oh, this song freaks. Every time I hear it, it's like, oh, gives me the willies.
Gives me the willies.
Right.
With my swooter.
Yes. So the movie, The Frighteners, however, it stars Michael J. Fox, which is actually...
I didn't know he was in the movie.
He is actually one of my favorite favorite actors.
He is one of my favorite actors. Because
He's
the
great.
reason why is he's still my favorite child actor because he was in Back to the Future.
He was in Back to the Future. Did you ever watch Family Ties, the television show?
Of course.
Yes, he was very good. Back to the Future, he was famous in a movie called The Secret of My Success, which I really, really liked.
Never saw that one.
That was good. And he also took a kind of serious role in a movie called Bright Lights, Big City. Which
You saw way too many movies that I haven't seen.
Well, being a little bit older than you, I suppose.
I need to catch up on my films.
You do. You've been busy making art. I'm watching art. So in a way, I'm an art critic and you're an art maker.
I don't paint.
No, but you make
I used
music.
to.
You make music. And music is art, right?
Okay, recording
There
artist
you go.
art. Okay.
There you go.
True.
Yes, the movie also stars a guy, he's unknown except in horror movies. And I'm guaranteeing almost everybody out there has not heard of the guy. His name's Jeffrey Combs. And he is, without a doubt, one of the best character actors I've ever seen. He plays an absolutely crazy guy in this, and he's brilliant.
Is he related to Sean Combs?
No.
You know who Sean
Yeah,
Combs is,
Puffy.
right?
Puff
P.
Daddy.
Diddy, y'all.
Yeah, no relation
What?
whatsoever. Though, if you look at his haircut, he does look a little bit like a famous, not so famous, notorious gangster from a long time
Notorious
ago.
B.I.G.?
I won't get into it.
R.I.P.
As I said, it's written
so
by
gangster right
Peter
now.
Jackson and written and directed by Peter Jackson. And the quiz I want to throw out to our listeners is, this is a ghost story that Peter Jackson did. I want to know if our listeners know the other most recent ghost story that Peter Jackson did.
He did another one?
He did another one, a very good story.
What year did it come out?
It came out, that's a good question. I think it's like 2008.
You know, this is going to be so easy with the internet being so advanced.
Yeah.
All people got to do is click, click, clap,
Yep.
and it's right there.
And I'll even give another hint. It stars Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg is in a horror movie?
Mark. It's not a horror movie. It's a ghost story.
A ghost story with Mark Wahlberg?
Yes, it's very good.
All right, well, there you
He
guys
does
have it.
not
That's
sing. He does not sing.
All right, that is the question of the day for you guys. Which other ghost movie that Mark Wahlberg starred in, right?
Right, that Peter
Okay.
Jackson did.
That
he
Peter
directed.
Jackson directed.
Yep.
If you guys know the answer, please tweet us.
And I will
at
give you a
EFM
smooch.
Drive-In. Yes, and Mike will be sent to your house, and he'll give you a big kiss.
Yep.
Mwah.
There you go.
Alrighty.
So why should people watch this movie?
Why should they watch
Why
it?
should they watch it? A couple really good reasons. As I said, it's a really good story.
Alrighty.
Just it's unique. I've
It's
never
different, yes.
never seen, usually when a ghost story comes out, it's either scary or kind of totally cheesy, like something like Casper the Ghost.
That's not cheesy. That's cute.
It's cute. Okay, sorry. Cute, kiddie, cheesy sort of
Yeah.
thing. Well, this is kind of a blend of the two, and it takes, because ghosts are kind of scary, right? So
Kinda.
it takes this very scary topic and kind of
loosens it up a little bit.
makes
Okay.
it a little lighter, and I like that.
Alrighty. Well,
Yep.
because of time,
Oh, my
we need to
goodness.
get straight to the evaluation.
We do.
And what did you think of this film? Personally, like how many? So what meter are you going to use today?
What meter? I'm going to use the shock factor meter, and I'm going to actually need your help for
gonna
this.
scream?
Yeah.
I can't scream. I got to sing tonight.
No, you don't have to go like like this. It's just like
You should be like, the Alfred Hitchcock sound or something.
you can do that for. That's actually a good idea. I'll do that for another one next time. No, this
All
one
right.
is the
Oh.
shock factor.
So when you're like so scared, your breath just goes away.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay. So how many of the shock
There are 4
meters would you give?
There are 4 out of 5.
Okay, so
The
how am I
4
helping you out with this?
So I'm going to do one. You're going to do one. I'm going to do one. You're going to do one.
Okay.
Ready for this? Ready? Oh my! Oh, I just gave 5, but it was so much fun.
No, it's 5.
Yeah, I did.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Yes, he
But it
meant
was
4.
only doing 5. It was because it was so exciting to do that. It was
The
kind of
last
like
one didn't
singing
count.
with Brian.
The last one didn't count because you said "Oma," which means mom.
Oh,
You didn't-
okay.
It wasn't like a breathe.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Alrighty. Well, there you guys have it. He gave it 4 out of 5 shock. What do you call it? Shockometers?
Shockometers. The shocks.
Shockometers, yes. It's more of a
Shock
breathing
socks.
in because you're out of air, gasping for air because you're
Right.
so scared.
Because it's scary.
For the movie The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
So if you guys are into scary movies, kind of funny and scary at the same time, please go see this movie.
It's a good show.
Mike
Very
recommended
good.
it.
Very recommendable.
And we're going to play another song from this film. And the song is from Mutton Birds, right?
Yep.
And it's called Don't Fear the Reaper. And we'll see you Monday.
See you later,
or
everybody.
Mike next Monday.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye.
Once again, that was the Mutton Birds with Don't Fear the Reaper. Yes, from the Frighteners soundtrack. Great song. Right now, we're going to read some Twitter comments for you guys. We have one from BFF J. Walker's Easy Addict. She wrote, more like a gaspometer, LOL. Actually, that's kind of right. So instead of what do you call it? The scream or screechometer, I guess we're going to call it the gaspometer. Because that's what it sounded like. Also, I guess some fans actually replied with some answers. Mike's still here in the studio right outside. So is the answer the Lovely Bones? Oh, haven't seen that one yet. But thank you, Marsha J. She guessed it right. Thank you so much. Actually, a lot of fans guessed it right. Nini also wrote The Lovely Bones. Good movie. Yes. Thank you very much for finding out the answer. I want to see Lovely Bones. Did I see Lovely Bones? Is it about that one girl who died and her spirit's like helping her? Okay, I did see this movie. Oh, it is a very interesting movie. I urge you guys to go watch this film. Also, Chan Young wrote, I don't like horror movies or any cruel scenes because whenever I watch a movie, I feel like it's as if I'm in there. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Chan Young. Yes, that's the main reason why a lot of people don't like watching scary movies, is because it creeps them out. It makes it feel like you're in the film. But anyways, we're done with horror movies right now. We're going to change the topic a little bit, and we got another song request. And the next song is from a Korean romantic comedy TV series. And this is requested by Serena. And it's the series, The Greatest Love, or 최고의 사랑 in Korean, of course. And I know a lot of fans out there, K-pop fans, love K-dramas, love this romantic comedy TV series. So check it out. This is my girl, my homegirl Gina singing this 사람이라서. Check it out. That was Gina with this 사람이라서 from the Korean romantic TV series 최고의 사랑. Yes. But right now it's time to wrap up the show, but stick around because we have 101.3 Main Street with An Jung-hyun next. Have a wonderful Monday, y'all. Stay warm. It's cold here in Korea. And also have a wonderful Super Bowl week. Yes. And the last song for the hour is requested by Moon. And here's Jamie White with Light Switch from the 2004 film Wicker Park. This is Brian Ju signing off. Peace, y'all.